Dove stai?
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
Tell me more about this mage from the Isle. Were you two close?
Never expected you'd take such an interest in my private life.
More interested to know if you bonded, as fellow magic practitioners.
Well, we had little in common in that arena. Oh, Alexander was one of those anxious experimenters, forever short on sleep. The kind that thinks perfect happiness is an isolated tower and a full set of vials and alembics.
Fyke Isle's free of its curse.
And you withheld this news until now? Why? I gave you a Xenovox. But the curse, what was its source?
The dark spell clung to the spirit of Annabelle, the Lord's daughter. To free her and the Isle, Graham, her beloved, had to help me.
So it ended well.
I lifted the curse, so the island's clear. Annabelle's soul is free. Thing is, turned out she's a pesta. Graham's dead.
And you failed to notice. You're losing your touch. Be that as it may, Fyke Isle is free of its curse. That's important. I'm almost inclined to say good work.
Come cavolo faceva ad accorgermene? Cosa ne sapevo io che c'erano anche delle rite della peste?
One thing's bothering me.
What?
Annabelle said Alexander was studying diseases. She mentioned Catriona. You knew this?
All the mages knew about it. Alexander was a highly regarded epidemiologist. I would have given anything for an opportunity to study his notes, but he guarded them jealously.
The lamp. What do you want to do with it?
As I said, you may keep it. I don't believe I shall need it anymore, given the Isle's been cleansed. I actually regret not going there with you. Perhaps we can make up for that lost time now.
All right. Time I was on my way.
Perhaps you'd stay just a bit longer? There's one small favor you might yet do for me.
What is it?
I put in an order for a few substances from Novigrad. The trader was due to be here yesterday, but has yet to arrive. Could you see what happened? The package is rather important to me.
Ok, non mi sembra nulla di particolarmente difficile stavolta.
Why not? If he was coming here from Novigrad, he must have passed through Blackbow. I'll check the area.
Thank you. I shall be ever so grateful.
Che due scatole sta storia della pesta. Lo sciamano? Che c'è?
Ask a service of the Witcher, the Pella must. A witcherly service, that's to say.
What do you need? Tell me.
A man who fears no evil the Pella needs. Forefathers' Eve is nigh. We've rites to conduct. Wandering souls to emerge. Damned souls, too. We've the circle to protect from these wretches.
Cioè,
What'll I get out of it?
Witches do naught for free, this the Pella knows. Not to fear. How to reward one for their aid, this too the Pella knows.
Why hold the ritual at all?
At times men die choking with regret. At times death takes them before they've tasted any bitterness in life. These poor souls, unfulfilled, cannot leave this vale of tears. Their spirits wander midst the living, must be judged, sent on their way. This we do on Forefathers' Eve.
Non sembra niente di particolarmente pericoloso, però va bene, vedremo.
Seems like you could use a witcher, so yeah, I'll help.
You'd not refuse, the Pella knew. The time's come to gather the folk. Across the lake we must journey, to Fyke Isle. There in the circle of stones we shall meet.
The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight, at midnight.
Dunque, Comunque sono le 19:22. Intanto... No, intanto... bisogna sempre andare sul sicuro. E adesso... Dunque, la veglia del progenitore, favore tra amici. Non credo ci siano cose inerenti al tempo. Comunque... Rutilia! Tanto comincio questo, poi a mezzanotte mi recherò dal vecchio pazzo. Occhio sciamano. Ma poi cos'è questa moda di parlare di se stessi in terza persona? Gli Hanar fanno così. Calma Rutilia. -1.
Go, go.
Sono scappati gli altri. Ah no, eccovi qua. Tesoro sorvegliato, ancora meglio. Che cavolo è sta bestia? Va via, Rutilia. Operaia, cosa sono? Formiche giganti tipo? Igni! Attento che questi sputano. Igni! Così che la mettiamo, Stronzo. Dov'è l'altro? Igni! Fuoco! Ancora? Che cavolo è questa? È una mega scolopendra. Uno scorpione. Uno scorpione lucertola. Che cavolo è? Igni! Ma meglio andare anche di scudo. Oddio mio, quanti ce ne sono? Gwen! E ste corna. Già, sono d'accordo. Avvelenato, cazzo. Gwen! Vai, giù di colpi. Oh. C'è dell'altro, dimmi di no, ti prego. Cuoio. Uno schema e una pietra runica. Pensavo meglio, ma meglio di nulla. Una pipa. Ottimo, i mutageni sono molto buoni. Ah, emanano schifezze gassose. Igni? No, non funziona stavolta. L'evento è passata soltanto un'ora. Prendo queste cose qua. Non vedo nient'altro. No, non vedo nient'altro, quindi torniamo a indagare su quella storia là. Rutilia? Cosa c'è in questo... annuncio? Per la zona. Pronti a aggredire passanti. Ah, bene. Lo dicevo che i soldati di quel posto sono dei bastardi. Get up, avanti. Ora, vediamo un po'. Qua vedo delle tracce rosse. Ah no, sono dei cavolo di fiori.
Wide, heavy wheels. Merchant's wagon.
Quindi è andato di qua. Non ho tempo da perdere con voi. Però di qua è andato fuori strada. E mi sa che qua si è schiantato. No, però c'è una ruota.
Yeah, merchant traveling across Velen alone. No way that was gonna end well.
Tipico.
Dry red from Zubaran. Southern slope. Notes of black currant and citrus. Cuts of meat. Catoblepis.
Catoblepa.
Wonder what spell requires that.
Una fiala. Non avanza molte cose. Tracce di sangue.
From an artery. Can't be far. Wouldn't have made it.
Qua sotto. Un pacco per
Package still intact. Don't sense anything magic though. Wonder how Keira will explain this one.
Che cavolo è allora? Tanto continuerò a seguire questa traccia. Demone putrefatto, benissimo. Igni! Muori! Oh. Vediamo se posso salvare ancora qualcuno. Però, visto che si trattava di sangue arterioso, vuol dire che la ferita era bella profonda. Aveva beccato un punto vitale.
Waited for help. It never came. That's Velen for you.
Mi dispiace. Lettera del mercante scomparso. No, questo è quello che ho accettato prima. Mercante scomparso. Non solo abbiamo venduto tutte le scorte, ma abbiamo anche ottenuto il triplo del costo. Il nostro cliente vuole tutto. Vino di Beauclair, tutto quanto, dal Beaujolais Nouveau alle annate più vecchie, bianco, rosso, rosé. Carne di catoblepa, manzo in salamoia, peperoncini, cannella, chiodi di garofano. Credimi, amico mio, tutto quanto. C'è un però, dobbiamo recapitare le merci a Velen, in un villaggio chiamato Mezzobosco. Lo so, è pericoloso con la guerra e tutto il resto, ma pensa ai soldi. Ho già ottenuto un lasciapassare che ti permetterà di attraversare il Pontar. Poi da lì sarà un breve viaggio per raggiungere il luogo di consegna. Te la caverai, Klaus. Divideremo 50 e 50. Invece mi sa che non divideranno. Allora, visto che siamo ancora in tempo, portiamo tutti gli ingredienti a Keira. Rotilia! Prego, fa con calma, Eia. Chissà se ci sono anche quei tipi di maghi qua. Di chi è questo cavallo? Assomiglia terribilmente a Rotilia.
Slow now. Whoa.
Stessa razza sarà. Oh, un bandito. Forse era del bandito che ha ammazzato prima. Buono, Rotilia. È un rodeo? Dove sei? Al diavolo. Ehi, cucci, vieni qua. Igni. E finiamolo con facilità. Cosa c'è qua? Filo e manganello. Bidens. Non perdiamo tempo e andiamo, dai. Sempre che non attacchino altri briganti. Non poteva mettere un cartello di trasporto rapido anche qua, Keira?
Whoa there, Roach.
Roach. Psst.
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
Got those, substances you wanted?
Splendid. I can finally begin my study of double arboreal racination patterns. But first, I'll...
Brew yourself a mug of mulled wine? Saw what the wagon was carrying. Exquisite meats, expensive wines, Zerricanian spices. Not a speck of magic. Care to tell me what you're up to?
I would rather show you. But you must wait a bit.
Okay.
Color me intrigued. Fine, I'll wait.
Then shoo, outside.
Gonna slip into something more comfortable?
Later. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Well, go on, out.
But okay.
You've been patient, thank you. It's almost ready.
Huh? If I wanted to see white mice, I'd just get drunk.
Note that I said almost. Now don't interrupt.
Became Vin Hateful.
Il terzo che viene fatto.
Third mouse. What happened to it?
The spell has a 66.67% chance of success. I always use one more than I need, just in case.
So where did... Keira, can I explain what's going on here?
Know the fairy tale about Cinderella?
Mm-hmm. True story it's based on, too. A Zoogle cropped up in a palace pond and ate Princess Cinderella whole. Left behind one slipper, so...
I beg you, not another word about Zoogles.
Now to return to the fairy tale.
I'd like to escape these ghastly swamps for one magical night.
I don't need a fairy godmother, I'll cast the spells myself. But I could use a Prince Charming. It just so happens you're the only decent candidate in all Velen. So, what do you say to a moonlight ride on horseback? And dinner?
But...
I'm a witcher, not a gigolo.
Don't flatter yourself. I don't want to shag you in the bushes, but to share a pleasant evening. But if no, then no.
E va bene, dai, tanto...
all right, I'll do it.
Cosa abbiamo da perdere?
I feel honored. Truly. Before we go, there's one more thing.
Gotta transform a pumpkin into a carriage?
No. I shall transform our rancid rags into something more glamorous. Don't wince. It'll only be an illusion, won't hurt a bit. And at dawn, everything will return to normal.
Why not? Might as well go all out.
Then hold on tight. Gavella Glan. So, what do you think? Neckline too modest?
It's just right.
Well, I might also have changed your hair colour while I was at it. I've always fancied dark-haired men. Oh well, any port in a storm.
Well, off we go. Dinner's waiting. Last one there does the dishes.
Lo faremo finire a mezzanotte, però ho un impegno con lo sciamano.
Go, go.
Ah, stiamo gareggiando, non avevo mica capito. E levati. Ragazzurumba! Otico! Galoppo, Morello, veloce come il vento! Molto romantico tra i cadaveri. Prendi un attimo fiato.
Yeah!
Whoa,
Bye.
Cinderella. We'll have a great fall.
Ha! As fast as you can. Try to catch me.
Quanto può mancare?
Let's go.
Oddio, anche i lupi. Ah, cavoli.
I thought you were a better horseman.
For the record, I was riding a mouse.
For someone who usually trots around on a roach, that shouldn't present a challenge. Now do you see why I needed those substances?
Beef and cinnamon and cloves, roasted capon with shallots. It was worth the trouble.
Shall I pour the white or the...
Dry red, but let it breathe a little first.
Well, well, never took you for a wine connoisseur.
Think witchers suck the marrow out of drowner bones and wash it down with puddle water?
More or less. Well, we've chatted long enough on empty stomachs. Let's dig in.
Must have cost you a small fortune. Sure you don't need me to pitch in?
Please, I manage. You know, a dozen eggs here, a cock or gander there. Besides, my finances are about to improve.
How, if you don't mind my asking? I mean, you'd think the only work to be had in Velen would be in farming.
Very true. So, I've two options. I can either start cultivating turnips or leave. But that's not what I wish to discuss. Thank you once again, Geralt, for your help with the tower. You were fabulous.
Not the first curse I've lifted.
But among the most difficult, correct? What happened on that island? Why, I shiver at the thought. And the laboratory. I sincerely hope you burnt everything. The cages, the corpses, the papers.
Didn't destroy that workshop, if that's what you're asking. Didn't see any reason to.
If Alexander's findings were to fall into the wrong hands... Although, Fyke has a terrible reputation. None even dare go there. Perhaps there's nothing to worry about. I'm sorry. Such a gloomy subject to broach. I simply shouldn't have, not during our romantic dinner.
Romantic? Thought we came here as friends.
Friends, with benefits. So?
Sorry, there's someone else.
So what? Oh, Geralt, Geralt. You're so old-fashioned. Will you at least lie down and gaze at the stars with me?
Why not?
Know what they call that constellation in Zerrikania?
Dragon something, I bet.
No, it has a different name. Bit indecent, actually. Lean closer and I'll whisper it in your ear. Egg vein.